All right, well, the snow should be lightening up for us as we head into the evening, and as well as the clouds. They should be heading out of here with high pressure taking over, but a very cold air mass in place. Some of the coolest or some of the coldest air that we have seen thus far this season. And you'll notice right now, not as much as that lake effect snow as what we saw over the weekend, and we'll continue to see a decrease in that activity as we head into the night. But this lake effect snow now moving its way eastward with the winds as you go over into Lake Erie and also into Lake Ontario. But for us, a few more of those light snowflakes still falling until things do clear out later on this evening, and then temperatures are expected to drop just a bit, but it looks like we're seeing our coolest temperatures right now. We'll hover right around those middle teens into the overnight, but not really going to drop much. Right now at 16 degrees, some of that sun beginning to peek from behind the clouds, winds out of the south at 3 miles per hour. You can see real field temperature at 18, but looking at your current temperatures, noticing more of those middle teens into Marquette, farther off to the west. Well, conditions not quite as chilly. 27 in Ironwood, at 20 in Ontonagon, 22 in Houghton, and at 20 down in Florence. Now, there is milder air on the way, and we'll see that come in as we go into tomorrow, but it looks like for tonight we remain right around these middle teens, and farther east you go, the cooler is going to be. 9 over to the Sioux, at 12 in St. Ignace, 19 in Escanaba. In Ishpeming, we are at 16 degrees. Winds very light across the region, 3 in Houghton, at 4 in Munising, 7 in Escanaba, and at 5 as you head a little farther south in Iron Mountain. And looking at temperatures across the state, well, you can see more of those 30s as you go down into Detroit, but wind chills currently in those lower teens, even lower teens below zero into Sault Ste. Marie, where they are seeing a bit more of that wind and also much cooler conditions. -2 into Mackinac City, and at 1 above in Alpena. But for tonight, we are going to see more of that clear sky on the way for us, and temperatures should be cold. Right around average, though, for this time of the year. Milder and a bit blustery as we head into the afternoon on Tuesday. But it looks like with the winds bouncing back, or with the temperatures bouncing back into the 20s, winds are going to be anywhere between 15 to 25, so it might still feel just as cold as what it was today. And, well, we'll start to see more of those warmer temperatures on the way as we go into the rest of this week, and probably even getting closer to that freezing mark. But here's a look at the setup right now. Very cool pocket of air in place. That's why we do have the lake effect snow across the region. And for us tomorrow, you'll see that the cool air continues to work its way off towards the east while things begin to quiet down for us. Your futurecast model tonight, seeing mostly clear skies develop. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Not expecting it to be completely sunny, but clouds are going to be on the rebound as we get closer to Wednesday, as this next feature comes in and provides another chance of snow late into Wednesday. It looks like we'll stay dry for the majority part of our Wednesday, but eventually that snow does come back in by Wednesday night, and we'll continue to see more of an active pattern to end off the work week. And it looks like it starts to cool off a bit more for us also heading into the weekend and on into next work week. But for tonight, we'll drop down to 14. Steady temperatures with winds on the increase for us out of the southwest between 10, perhaps even 20 miles per hour. Now Tuesday, gusty winds will be around with some sunshine. Winds out of the southwest between 15 to 25. Highs in those lower 30s in Lawrence at 30 degrees, 28 in Ontonagon, also at 28 down in Florence, 27 in Escanaba, 29 in Munising, and calling for a high of 27 in Marquette. But looking at your 7-day forecast, notice how temperatures continue to rebound for us from the upper 20s to the lower 30s, right at that freezing mark by Thursday as the snow moves in. Lows will be in the 20s each one of those days, just above that freezing mark heading into Friday, before temperatures will free fall, going from the lower 30s on Saturday to the lower 20s on Sunday. And look at that, by next Monday, down into the lower teens. So much colder air on the way, but it looks like this week we'll be spared from seeing any of that.